Hello and welcome back to Roads to Power. We have moved ourselves into Bavaria here, which is hopefully going to be a little bit safer due to not being in constant war, being a fairly solid singular nation which has been around a while. That's kind of our hope. We're going to try and move around this nice safe nation and hopefully make ourselves some money, maybe build ourselves up an army, maybe do all sorts of things, which was quite difficult to do in Poland because everywhere that we went, it was like low county control, you have a mission for low county control, and you have to walk through dangerous territory. Going over here a little bit, hopefully it's going to be a little bit calmer and a little bit more easy to earn money. Talking of earning money, it's actually very difficult right now to earn money because everything has become more expensive, and I think it's since our culture moved into the next tier. I wonder whether, in later tiers, it's actually very difficult to be an adventurer and it's quite easy on the earlier tiers. Could be interesting to see how that progresses. By that I'm meaning we moved from tribal to early medieval in terms of era. So it could be that actually the earlier eras are easier for adventurers, and then when you start getting into late medieval, things are starting to become quite problematic for you because everything costs like 200 gold and you're only getting the same amount per mission. I don't know. Anyway, what we're going to do first is we're going to have a look in here because apparently, aha, we do have some special soldiers. Look at that. So these are the ones that we got from the, I think it was the mission where we had to chase down a criminal and then we hired them. This is where we got these soldiers. So they actually didn't go into our men-at-arms, they just became special soldiers here. So we have an extra 100 soldiers from that, which is quite nice. I mean, they're just levies. Actually, they're poachers. Never mind, it's got the levy symbol, but they're poachers. Even better. They're actually reasonable units. Okay. In fact, there is no negative, which is quite nice. I guess the negative is they won't reinforce. As in, when you do refill men-at-arms, these will not reinforce because once they're dead, but that's okay. Cool. Anyway, let's find ourselves a few missions to do, shall we? We also need to do a camp revelry, but we actually have reasonable provisions right now. I would like to use a few more provisions before doing that. Now, we have two options. We can either go to one of these missions or do this. Actually, we could travel to a mission and then do like one of these ones. Or we travel to this intrigue mission and then do the heist treasury at the same time if it will let us. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to head up here. This should be fine. It's the only dangerous province. And let's see how things go. Right. So now we're here. Oh, I'm actually not close enough for that mission. I guess we could take one of the other ones while we're here then. But let's see what this mission's like. Wily ears and eyes and ears are needed in G Lava for work discovering personal secrets. Takers must be discreet. He's not paying a lot, but let's see. Count Volodymyr's suspicions lie upon his counselor, Vyakslav, and so I find myself stalking him through the halls of a church. He is clearly deep in counsel with himself. I chance some more steps closer, hiding behind a jutting wall. I can almost hear his whispered words. Whether they're confession to God or just wild muttering, I can't quite make out. So I sidle a little closer. Perhaps if I just pretend I knew, I've had enough of hiding, or I don't want this contract. I'm just going to make things up. Failure. You fool, you cold-hearted ogre. Count Volodymyr is not much impressed by my efforts to uncover Vyaklav's secret. I simply must know of that secret. Everyone I send is either incompetent or some petty liar. I thought you might break that streak. He gestures at the door, lip curled. Get out! Hopefully our paths never cross again, master. It's fat brioche. We've been kicked out. Ah. Well, another successful mission. At least he wasn't paying us very well. Alright, I'm going to do a score emissary. We should be able to succeed at that one because there is no difficulty in this mission. Right. And hopefully it pays well. Ooh, what's this? Support a faction. Well, maybe. We'll think about it. Escort emissary, where do you want to go? You want to go to a distant camp. Oh, I'm traveling? There you go. Where do you want to go? You want to go to Spoleto. Okay, you want to go to Italy. We can do that. We could visit the papacy in Rome while we're there, because that will get us a little bit of lifestyle experience. Sure. All my camp will go here. Travel as a group. Now, do we want to take the most dangerous route possible? No. No, I wouldn't. So, let's do a little customized route here. So we're going to go here. Then we're going to go here. Then we're going to take the boat to Venice. Then we're going to take the boat to Ravenna. Then we're going to go to this one. And that'll let us get to Spoleto via these two. Doesn't even use that many provisions. Right. Let's go. So we should move down here pretty quickly. New intrigue perk. Wonderful, we got thriving in chaos. So that gives us martial, intrigue, and prowess per stress level. So now we want our stress level to be a bit higher. By the way, just because the game was running slowly, I just want to check. Yep, we still have we still have the same crusade going. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully at some point it resolves, because if it resolves, everything will be faster. But anyway. For several days now, I've seen a small cat stalking around my pavilion, eagerly winding around and through the feet of my every visitor, and even many passers-by. The wheedling a treat or a chin scratch out of them, before abandoning the hapless rubes without a second thought. Ruthless, perhaps, but effective. The beast seems friendly enough to me, happily nuzzling and licking my fingers for a minute at a time, even if it refuses to accept anyone else. We can get pet cat. Okay. Or a fellow traveler, leave it be. I'm going to get pet cat. I know it's lowering our stress and I just said we want to raise it, but intrigue and learning for free? I'll take it. What are we going to call the cat? We are going to call the cat. I have absolutely no idea. I'm going to call the cat Gray. Sure. Why not? We'll do that. Nightly cuddles. I retire to my chambers as night falls and find Gray and Holdfast cuddled up together on the floor. Holdfast's brown coat is shining. Gray has obviously been hard at work cleaning her. They're so cute together. Okay. Ah, yes, we do have a cat and a dog now. I can request something from you. Ah, you don't have anything that I can actually take, but that's okay. It was just because we're close enough. A derelict ship. The sea is calm and forgiving today, still as a boulder, and a powerful wind at our back to boot. It seems it'll be an easy day for the rowers below, but then I spot a mangled corpse of a ship buried nose first into some jagged rocks just ahead. There doesn't appear to be any survivors, and the rocks would be no trivial thing to navigate. I'm going to feel compelled to go and investigate this mysterious wreck. Okay. A survivor! Much to my surprise, I begin to hear a voice hailing our ship as we approach the wreckage. The man appears to be a wealthy noble floating around on the remains of a door. Hail! I thought I was never to see another soul again before the sea would claim me, as did my companions. He introduces himself as Berengario and claims to be a noble from the county of Friuli and is offered to pay for a safe passage and company. Oh, okay. Well, he's not that impressive, but we could have him. We could help him to shore. We could ask him to join us. We get some money as well. I'm afraid I can't hear you. So, because we're callous, we'll gain stress. We gain more stress because we're just in callous by saying, I'm afraid I can't hear you. I'm assuming that means that we were gaining stress because we're just, but we're losing stress because we're callous, and this is what the, that's what the net stress is. So we're going to gain stress no matter what. I think I'd like him to join us. I think that would be good. We are like one night down, right? We're 2 nights down, in fact. Yeah. Why don't you join us? Level of fame has gone up. That's nice. Doesn't really give us too much. I guess it gives us the ability to do a county Casus Belli, which is nice, but no, we'll see. Apparently this person will now give me some money because my level of fame went up. Never mind, it is worth it. Do we want to spend 100 prestige on how much? 26. Sure, why not? Sounds reasonable. Right. We've arrived in Venice, and we've now left Venice. And this way, and other people's pastures. There's not really any reason to do this event because it gives you a lot of things that don't really benefit you. But I guess we'll choose this one. We got some stewardship lifestyle experience and some learning lifestyle experience, and arrived in Spoleto. Wonderful, that gets me 64 gold, and it adds them to our roll of patrons. Nice. Seems good. Okay, what's this? Camp Revelry. We probably do want to do this now. Do want to do this as well? Yes, this requires us to do a scheme. So why don't we do a little bit of an odd trip? So what we're going to do is we're going to head up here. But our route to there is going to be via those two. Yeah, that's perfect. Right. Let's go. A day of sorrow. Holdfast has walked by my side for many years, and the passage of time does not spare dogs. As I kneel beside her, she starts wagging her tail slowly, but she cannot raise her head. I sit with her long into the night, petting her brown back until the tail stills. Aww. Yeah, I'm never going to do this event. I think this is just weird, being like, yeah, let's just get a pelt of the dog. No, we will move on. Okay. A diplomacy lifestyle experience and some martial lifestyle experience, and gain the trait Traveler for visiting Rome, which gets us diplomacy. Nice. And we got a martial perk. Nice. And we got Grand Cathedral learning experience. And our level of dedication to our faith has gone up, and lots of good stuff. There is an obvious choice here. We're going to take Stalwart Leader. Why? It's a very, very good singular point to take. It allows you to command armies. And it's just very good by itself. Because naturally, if you're leading an army, you get a bonus to advantage just for leading the army. So you tend to be the best commander. So therefore, it tends to be best to take that, because then you're not going to die. Yeah. That's the long and short of it. Right. Head up here. And we have arrived. Was there not another mission up here like 2 seconds ago? It does seem like these contracts are changing very quickly. But maybe I'm wrong. Lord Mayor Guy. We could head here to uncover a secret. Although we know that that one's not a scheme. The reason I want to do the previous one is that it was a scheme. So we could do the scheme while we did the revelry, but... yeah, whatever. I'll just do the camp revelry now. That's fine. We'll hold it in Lucca. That's okay. Let's go. Right. Ready to go. And now we wait. So we got some intrigue lifestyle experience. I got close to getting a hook on somebody here. A furor. My ears pick up, and I swiveled to see a couple of my followers engaged in a discussion with a man stood beside a horse-drawn cart. Only the finest wares. I saw and heard your revelries from afar, and of course had to divert to offer you fine people a chance of procuring them. I draw closer, trying to focus through my slightly drunken haze. They certainly are shiny. Then try and get the Cisalpine sword, which we definitely don't need because we already have a weapon. Yep, which is actually better. I can try and get a fine brooch. Also don't need that. Or begone opportunist. Begone opportunist. Okay. Cool. My lord, I don't know where Ethelberg is. It has been quite some time. It has been quite some time since I last saw Ethelberg. The sky is meanwhile darkened ominously as dusk draws near. Where has she drifted off to? So we can say grab a torch and start looking. Don't go too far. Chance that we can get some hunter experience here if we find her. Chance we get some provisions. Chance she's a gardener. Chance of wounded. Or we shall sit and wait. Alright, let's find her. We became wounded. Of course we became wounded. It was the most unlikely of the results. And we got aggravated wound because our court physician is not very good. Wonderful. Okay. Well, good revelry so far. Crack open a barrel. The drink in my cup trickles away to nothing, the last dregs drained. I turn to search for another, but only find a small assortment of people in the same predicament as me. We're fresh out. Branislav rummages through the assorted rations lantern held to illuminate them. We could break open another barrel, but if we don't finish it, it might go stale. Can say let's live a little. Chance we become life of the party. We can't lose our control just for a single night of revelry. We want more stress. Let's say we can't lose our control for a single night of revelry. My wound is infected, by the way. A wonderful revelry it was. We didn't even get any provisions this time. Okay. So, we have an aggravated infected wound. Nice. Guess we could try and uncover the secret, but let's do this first. Escort emissary. Where'd you want to go? Let's go to Cagliari. Okay, we can do that. My whole camp will go there. But before we do, I'm actually going to cancel that. I'm going to travel here. Cool. Wonderful. And then we're going to uncover a secret. Okay, oh, right. There we go. I'm going to uncover a secret. Okay. Well, I'm just going to lie. Let's see. Success. Really? Yes, yes. That makes perfect sense. I breathe a sigh of relief as he gestures at the guard to bring my reward forward. It's not quite what I expected, of course, but when you think about it, he's clearly no longer talking to me, but rather to himself. Time to beat a hasty retreat. We just made up a story about whoever they wanted to make up a story about, and now we have gained some money. Nice. Okay. Let us head to Cagliari. Let's travel with camp. Why would we need a return route if I'm traveling with camp? Can I just ask you that? Anyway, we would like to head here. Sure. Via this one, probably via Genoa. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we got some more martial lifestyle experience just for visiting there. And now we're off onto the island. We are gaining money, but we're getting further and further away from the place that we eventually want to rule. Also, Ethelberg is now Ethelberg the Evil. Okay, well, that's not good. Right. Escort emissary. We have escorted them. Nice. We got some money. All good. And now we've got some things to do on the island as well. But before we do, let's grab ourselves a little provisions. Let's see if we can get any. Nice, we got some free provisions. And then let's have a little look at the castle now that we have a little bit of money. We'll hear a story or two. Let's do this one. Diplomacy increased by 1. Now people say you have to wait a day to actually see an increase. You don't have to do that for every single thing that increases in the game. A lot of the ones that were in the base game, you actually don't need to wait at all to see the increase. It's just that some of the new ones, you do have to wait. It must be however they've implemented them. They must have implemented them differently, but anyway, that's why I keep looking to see if there's been a change, and there never is. Because in some cases there were. Anyway, we can get Bilkis here. We could get Sergiu, or we can get Vera. Vera is really good at learning. In fact, look at that. She's a physician. I would like Vera. She's only 93 gold as well. Wonderful. Okay. Let's have a look at the castle. Who have we got? So we got Morkelu, and we got this guy who's about to die. Yeah, neither of them are good enough. Training grounds. No, I don't think we're going to do that. We could potentially do town crier, but let's not bother. Okay, cool. Well, we now have a better physician. We have somebody who's actually really good at the job. Definitely worth replacing Oshi. There. Let's have a little look here. Yeah, so that seems much better. We could even potentially start doing monthly lifestyle experience, but we'll see. Sweet smiles and little lies. Just like other children his age, my son and heir, Svatobodj, sometimes lies and tests boundaries. However, he often avoids suspicion of his sweet demeanor, and people always forgive him when he does get caught. Wonder just how much he gets away with. He's charming. Okay. Well, we'll see. I can pardon her, apparently, because she's a witch. Be pardoned, witch. Okay, whatever. Is there anything else she could do for us, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe be our chief forager? Actually have better options for forager. I'm not that worried about it, whether we have a forager or not, so let's not worry about it. Okay, well, that was a good get. Do you want to maybe try and solicit charity here? I mean, we have somebody who's good at learning now. Potentially that's something we could do, and that's a scheme. So what we could do is we could do that, and then settle the boundary dispute as well. Yeah, so are you going to let me travel to this one, or are you going to reset all of the things again? Because it shouldn't reset every time we travel. Okay, it seems fine. Must just be if you travel a certain distance, it does the reset. Anyway, solicit charity. We're going to stay at this person's court and convince them to give us money. Wonderful. We're going to choose a balanced one here. We'll see how that goes. We'll do auto-invite to that. Nice. So it is 58 days of phase, 100% success chance. Great. Weirdly, the person who has a 30 learning is not in any of these positions. Are you better at it? How could you be better? This is diplomacy and learning. How could you be better than the person? I guess you're zealous as well. I'm just going to take you out here for a second and see where she's at. 23 there. Okay. You're 33, which means you're probably better, but let me just have a look. He's not even on the list. Okay, so what one was that? That's intrigue diplomacy. Okay, intrigue diplomacy. Intrigue prowess, diplomacy intrigue. Ah, so it just happens that zealous is enough to push it up here. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, we're now going to settle the boundary dispute, which means we're going to travel up here to settle it. Nice. Arbitration, crumbling walls. The underlying problem in Porto Torres is apparent even from standing outside the rotten gates. His walls are in a terrible state. The main problem seems to be not recognizing this, but figuring out here is who is actually going to pay to restore them. An expensive proposition that everyone agrees is necessary, but also someone else's problem. Okay. So we'd say, I think I can resolve this. Stanislav can work through this dispute. Or I can solve anything if I put my mind to it. We'll just take the stress. We're after stress. So, let's do it. Browbeating the people of Porto Torres into line requires a heavy mix of yelling, cajoling, and guilting. It's tiresome, weary work that wears on the mind, but one by one the local magnates fall into line and bitterly agree to pay their fair share. Perhaps not an elegant fix, but if it works, it works. Ghidorah Gain is happy enough of our solution, gladly handing over his coin. Wonderful. Well, made a little bit there. I can see that also I can use my request here to get some more provisions. See the crusade is still going? Let me just have a little look at that. Just do a crusade check-in. 84, it does look like they're slowly losing, but we'll see. Yeah, there's a lot sieged in there. Is there anything else we can do? We could do an instructor of knights. We're not very good at it, but maybe we could try. We probably have somebody in our court who's good enough at it. Yeah, let's do that while we're doing this scheme as well. I mean, worst that happens is we get nothing, right? So, let's travel here. Okay, let's see the men. So, we're going to start with this guy, because he looks like he's about to die. They take their stances awaiting... Alright. To know what I'm dealing with, then invite Zenaru to spar with Bohodar. They take their stances awaiting an opening. Zenaru strikes first, a barrage against Bohodar with his sword. Bohodar looks helpless, clearly outmatched by his foe. I can try and recruit him, which would probably not make my benefactor too happy, although he does look like he's about to die. Teaching him rough terrain would be easy, that's a 30%. Give him a private lesson, or he should just follow my moves. I also don't want to spend 100 on this. I'll take the 30% chance. You taught him rough terrain expert? That's amazing. Okay. We go for the next person who looks like they're not healthy enough. So we invited him to spar with Bohodar. Bohodar was also defeated. And I guess we're going to get, say, Lurku should just follow my moves. He can't keep up. Megali is also sparring with Bohodar. Bohodar is also helpless. Okay. And say you should just follow my moves. Let's see what we can do here. Can't keep up. Contract failed. Oh no. Well, we're now back over here. Intrigue perk. Dark insights. We're probably not torturing people right now. Do we have a child? We have 2 children. Ah, yes. I should remember that I have 2. Yes, in fact, we've had events about them today. I was just wondering if we wanted more fertility. So I guess let's not worry about that then. Maybe I'll take... I don't know. Yeah, we can maybe take go down to digging for dirt to get search for secrets. Which might allow us to get secrets from people. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we could do something like that. Let's get truth is relative first. So now we can fabricate hooks on people. Okay. Schemes using grace begin with an extra 4 months of it. Oh. Okay, so that'd be like a hostile scheme. Okay, cool. Right, I don't really need to find a hook on anybody currently. I'm quite happy to just chill. Not a lot that we need to do. I don't think we can do artifact delivery yet, right? Because... oh, we could do this one. I suppose we could travel alone to do that. What's this one? Diplomacy scheme. Let's take artifact delivery. I just realized we could travel alone and do this one. Okay. Bring it to the Bow of Constantine, where Emir Udada sits. Okay. Let me take it across the sea. We can do that. I will travel there. Yes, that's the correct one. I was just double checking I had the right one. Okay. It's not actually as dangerous as it looks. It's just odd colors for the terrain. Okay. Travel. Without friends or protection. I'm interrupted from my stroll near the central fire pit by the approach of a nervous stranger, a woman who introduced herself as Bilquis, and clearly is alien to Arborea as I. Oh, we saw her when, yeah, we saw her when we were spawning people in to potentially recruit. Lord, I found myself ill at ease in these lands, and I had hoped that so worldly a man as yourself might prove willing to take in a homeless Ashari. Momentarily, she pauses, steeling herself for a clearly expected rejection. Sure. Why not? That sounds fine. She becomes our friend, and it causes us stress, which is even better. Right. And now, in theory, we could marry her off to one of my courtiers. Or one of my followers. Why don't you marry... I don't know. Why don't you marry Hjalmar? Chosen for no particular reason. Yeah, you can marry Hjalmar. Sure. That sounds fine. And actually, now we're at it. Oshi? You're gonna marry this person. We'll have his slow and her intelligent create very variable children. And why don't you marry Vera? Wonderful. Right. Those were picked with great care and not kind of randomly picked from the list. Obviously. My wound is healed. Wonderful. We're no longer very, very unhealthy, although we do still have an aggravated wound, which isn't good. That's just saying we now have the favor of a lady, but we're not going to equip it because we're going to lose it in about 2 seconds. Blank is dead. Due to the circumstances, I rescind your obligation. Okay, well, we will head home then. We literally, like, just got on the boat. Okay, what's this one? A martial scheme. I can't do schemes. Schemes are not possible, you see, because I have to wait for this scheme to finish. Burn property? Ooh. It is a well-known fact that followers will scheme and plot, but I may be able to use this to my advantage. If I can keep my followers suspicious of each other and distracted with infighting, they will not have the time or resources to scheme against me. I can spread rumors, have spies, or my followers already know not to plot against me. Yeah, they already know not to plot against me. Tumbling down. As we ride through Arborea, my thoughts wander idly, bored by the monotony of simple transit. When there's a sudden shout of alarm, an attack, I whip my head around. No, it's that damn fool, Kostislava. She's managed to fall from her horse and go tumbling down a small incline straight into a wicked-looking thicket, screeching and crying as she goes. Moments later, Kostislava emerges, swearing profusely and alive but not unharmed. Well, we could laugh, but apparently we don't want to. Petty malice is beneath me, despite being callous. You could burn property. All we have to do is travel to the place and burn it. Okay. That sounds reasonable. He's incandescent with rage over some petty slight from Martinu, real or imagined, and eager to put the man in his place. Okay. She'll travel as a small group. Tortoli seems a pleasant place, a shame to visit under such circumstances. Close to nightfall, a small band of my followers and I await in the shadows, not too far from our target, a well-stocked winery brimming with barrel after barrel of fine vint. It's the barrels, the sweet wine, that's what we're here to destroy. Judaic Gostinu didn't seem fit to explain whether his victim Martinu owned the place or had interest there or merely held some affection for it. Soon enough, it won't matter either way. So we can say, stay quiet, we're away as soon as the fire is taken. Hope we're all ready for this attack. Or we could ask Kostislava if she's got anything poisonous. Kostislava, you got anything poisonous this time? Wonderful. A good plan begets swift victory, and the spoiled winery is ample proof of that. Once inside, it doesn't take Kostislava long to do her sordid work. A little poison goes a long way, and it seems she brought quite a lot of this stuff. I should perhaps be concerned at that, but that's a problem for another day. If Martinu was hoping to procure something here, then he's in for an unfortunate surprise, though Judaic Gosantinu will doubtless be more than happy to hand over our pay. Okay. I can let them know it was me and get bandit experience if I want. I don't really see a reason to do that, although it would allow us to progress it a little bit. Yeah, we can move ourselves along to like level 3. Yeah, sure, I'll let them know it was me. It was me all along. I did it. Wonderful. So we've done that now. We can now make a request to him for provisions. Wonderful. So where are we with Gallows Bait now? Yeah, we're still at level 1. We're just working our way along it. Okay, cool. Right. Carry on. We're now at 74%. I can, make a request of you. Ah, for some provisions, I see. Right. Now we chill. Crimes of passion. Right. Before I have time to ponder such a strange quirk of seating, Soko mutters something unaudible, only for a whisper to send Aethelberg into a blind rage. When flash or weapon is drawn and blood is about to be spilled. Okay. I can let this play out. It would be best for our stress to let it play out, because it would give us more, but how about we intervene? High chance that it works and we don't lose that much stress. Sure. Sounds good to me. Okay, cool. We're now 89%, so the next one should be the final one. The Croatio-Slovian hybridization. Spurred on by positive relations and increased cultural exchange, the Slovene and Croatian people have grown increasingly close over the years. Now, the individuals from these societies have begun to view themselves not only as one or the other, but both simultaneously. A new Proto-Slovian culture. The Croatian traditions and values are form the backbone of this new culture, while various Slovian attitudes have been adapted and integrated to meet the needs of their new society. Whether out of skillful manipulation or a genuine desire to lead its people into a new era, King Stasko has positioned himself as leader of this new cultural awakening. Well, that's very weird, given that last episode I was looking for it to see whether it existed, and now it does. Yeah. In the same guy's land as well. That is weird. Okay, does it not auto-convert something at some point? Thought it did, but anyway. Where was the guy? Wait, where is the... Oh, it's Moldavia, right? No? Wait. Oh, it's this guy in the middle. Yeah, there we go. Moravia. Okay, yeah. He doesn't look like he's going to be around for too long, but, you know, we'll see how it goes for him. Right. Let's wait for this last one to take over. Which it almost did. I'm going to tell a joke. Wonderful. Everybody loved it. Now I do camp. Oh, I can go to a grand tournament. I don't think that's for us. We're at 100%. Execute scheme. Seize the moment. Wonderful. We got up to pay us 62 gold. And now we can leave once we get a few more provisions from him. Great. Right. I think that sets us off in a great position for next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.